welcome back to Life of a Young Professional. My name is Nomfundo Nkosi. A very warm welcome to those who are watching for the very first time. Welcome. Please don't leave us without subscribing if this is your kind of content. And to those who are back again, I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a very long time. And yeah, I think I've been going through a slump or whatever it is. I haven't been in the mood. I think I've shot a few videos in the past 2 weeks, but they were all over the place, and as a result I had to reshoot this very video, but it's fine. We're back, we're here, and that's all that matters, right? It's not about how, what's the saying? It's not about how they fall, but it's about how many times they get up. How many times they fall, how many times they get up. I recorded this video a while ago because I saw a thread on Twitter where people were sharing their pain of how quickly they actually received their rejection emails after actually submitting the applications. And I was thinking, okay, because I think one person said they got their rejection email about 5 minutes after they submitted their application. And you know, I was like, there's no way that someone is sitting at a head office somewhere rejecting people as they send in their applications. So I did a bit of research, and to my surprise, well, not really my surprise, I think I knew they exist, but I didn't know how they were used, alright? They're what we call Applicant Tracking Systems, ATSs. These are systems or softwares that are used to actually, to shortlist people, right? After maybe a large bunch of applications have been sent through. Because obviously, as a recruiter, like, you don't want to sit and go through like thousands and thousands of CVs daily for a certain position, you know. So what they do is they put these systems in place, and those will do half the work for them. Apparently 75% of CVs sent in large corporations do not even meet the human eye. I think it's safe to call these ATSs the biggest gatekeepers of corporates, other than the other factors, which I will not mention. But yeah, so I thought, let me share this information. I mean, it's so important, and the possibility of you missing a job is because your CV is not formatted in a way that the ATS can read, you know. So yeah, I thought it would be important for me to share this information with you guys. Yeah, so basically what these systems do, as I've said, is that they'll go through your CV and catch certain keywords that are relevant to the job that you have applied for. And I guess if you don't have those keywords, or your CV does not comply, then I guess that's when they can trigger an automated response back to you as an applicant to say, sorry, did not make the cut. Okay, so I'm going to share a few of the common mistakes that we are all making, that you're unaware that you're making, that could actually be the reason why you're not even getting an interview for the jobs that you know you are qualified for. So the first thing is that we place our contact details or any type of important information in the header or the footer. Apparent information that is placed in the header or the footer is not legible to an ATS. The second thing that we do is we omit important keywords from our CVs that actually the ATSs are looking for to actually shortlist your CV. I know this next one, I'm 100% guilty of it. Like right now, my CV has a graph displaying my skills, and apparently ATSs cannot decode graphics, images, all these pretty things that we add onto our CVs, and as a result it is suggested that you do not use fancy templates when compiling your CV. And the last one that I will share that is quite easy as well is that we're not using the right file types. The file types we're using or that you might be using for your CV is not compatible to an ATS. So you might ask, what is a file type? So basically your PDFs, the one that is actually compatible is a Word document. Okay. So now I'll move on to what we should be doing and how to create CVs that are compatible. What are the quick things basically that you can change to make your CV compatible to an ATS? As I've mentioned, it is advised that you use a Word document, so to make sure that your CV is compatible. Word is the best way. Word document is the best format that you can use for your CVs. And number 2, obviously, do not place your information in the header or the footer of your CV, because as we've mentioned, these are eligible for ATSs. When I said don't omit important keywords from your CV, so I mean that if you're applying for a job, right, and this job specifies that these are the requirements, you want to have those requirements mentioned in your CV, especially if you qualify for them, you know. For example, if you're looking for if you're applying for maybe a teaching job and there's a certain certificate that they want you to have, and you do have it, you want to make sure that it's legible and that it's clear in your CV that you do have this particular certification, right? And for example, if it's a tech job and they require Java, you want to make sure that Java is mentioned in your CV, because those are the keywords that it picks up. So what I would suggest is make sure that there's an alignment between your CV and the job description, right? If the job description mentions certain things, make sure that those appear in your CV, whether under skills, certifications, or whatever the case may be. Just make sure that they are in your CV. Apparently, the frequency of these keywords also gives you a higher chance of being shortlisted or being recognized by the ATS. Avoid images and graphs to display your skills or whatever you might be using them for, because as I said, these are not eligible to the ATS and you don't want to confuse it. So you would rather have your skills maybe in bullet point form, and even then don't use like extra fancy bullet points on your CV. Make sure it's simple, mostly used ones like those full shaded circles or empty circle, but don't go too extreme. The slogan for your CVs that are ATS compatible is less is more. That's the slogan of the CV that you'll be making after this video. You need to make sure that everything is simplified and information is legible to both, I guess, both the ATS and the recruiter, because you never know the company that you're applying to actually does use these ATSs or not, you know. So you want to make sure that you tick all the boxes for both these application processes, just to stand a high chance. I'm not saying also this is the only reason why you're not being called for interviews, but I'm saying this could possibly be the reason why your CV isn't making it through, even for job specs that you thought you're highly qualified for. So just go back, have a look at your CV. I will be sharing, hopefully very soon, I'll be sharing a video showing you guys how to actually create a CV that is ATS compatible, and that will help you secure more jobs, because we're all about all of us succeeding, guys. This channel is all about helping people get jobs. So I'll be sharing a lot of this information that I think you guys will actually need to secure either your next job, also to keep your job, and to create healthy working environments, because that's what life of a young professional is all about. And yeah, otherwise I hope this video was informative for you. And if I missed anything, please share in the comment section with the young professionals community. Share anything that I might have missed out or you think is important. And if you're a recruiter self, please share some tips in the comment section that might help them secure jobs. And also, just one last thing, right? Honestly, recruiters, I beg, if you guys are going to pound us and follow us and slide in our LinkedIn DMs, assemblief doch, guys, please, if we do not make the cut for a job, please have the decency to come back to us and say, hey, you were not shortlisted, and if you know why, please share that reason, because now people send in their CVs and you guys never get back to them. Then it's just like, okay, you sent in a CV and that was it. Just be kind, especially if you were the one who went running after people. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. But otherwise, guys, I do hope you're having a beautiful day. See you next time. Bye. No. That's not a buy. Please like the video. Please comment. Otherwise, from me to you, it is all love. Love, love is all it is. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, because wow, share with people that you think need this video. For example, people who are looking for jobs, who are applying for graduate programs, which might not be as strict, but yeah. Share with everyone looking for a job and who's been applying, and let's help each other find jobs, guys. Let's help each other to be employed where we can. Let's do what we can, okay? Otherwise, bye. See you next time in the next video.